When we think about the waste problem, we usually think about the plastic in the ocean or the problems with e-waste, like old computers and phones. But another huge problem is food waste. You may think food waste isn't so bad because food doesn't last forever like plastic. But food waste is a serious problem. For one thing, a lot of resources are used to grow food and transport it to our tables. And those resources are wasted if we just throw the food away. Another problem is that food waste gives off the gas called methane. And there is so much food waste in landfills around the world that it produces a lot of methane. Today, I'm talking to Ron Suzuki, a chef who has ideas about preventing food waste at home, and Oscar Miranda, who has some ideas about how restaurants can help save food. Ron, let's start with you. What should we be doing in our kitchens to avoid food waste?
Well, the first thing is to make sure your fruits and vegetables last as long as possible. Don't wrap them up tightly in plastic because that makes them go bad sooner. Second, wet produce goes bad quickly, so don't wash it until you're going to eat it. Third, keep foods whole as long as possible. Don't even take the stems off fruit. Any place you break the fruit or vegetable is going to go bad sooner. Fourth, some fruits release gas and some are hurt by gas. Learn which is which and keep them away from each other. For example, keep lettuce away from tomatoes because the tomatoes will make the lettuce go bad more quickly.
Wow, that's a lot of ideas. Now that we know what to do in our kitchens, what about restaurant kitchens and grocery stores? Oscar?
Restaurants throw a lot of perfectly good food into the garbage. Of course, restaurants can also do all of the things in their kitchens that Ron suggested. But once they've put the food on a customer's plate, it needs to be thrown away if the customer doesn't eat it. I think every restaurant should have a worm composter so that food doesn't end up in the landfill.
Do you think governments should get involved in this?
Well, increasing prices for landfills would be helpful. Restaurants are more careful about how much garbage they produce when it's expensive. Another thing that would help is accurate food labeling. A lot of people throw food away because of the date on the label. Often, the food is still perfectly good.